You are a horny bastard.
Oh, but fapping 3 times a day increases testosterone and reduces the risk to prostate cancer.
Hooking up with these degenerate women. Congratulations. A stinky hole will always be a stinky hole. But there is a version of you that understands that lust is just an emotion. It will eventually pass. He understands that giving into lust right now will jeopardize your future self and jeopardize his ability to be present. And so he abstains through grit and strict mental health practices like meditation. He realizes that you conquer lust by conquering your mind. Overcome lust and unlock your true potential. Story time. I used to struggle with fapping a lot. I first discovered NoFap when I was around 15 years old. Okay, I still remember this day. I was sitting in my science class. I was on the back row. I was on the last row and I was scrolling through Reddit and I came across this post that said NoFap. NoFap will make you happier. NoFap will rid all of your problems. And so I clicked on it. I was like, okay, what is NoFap? Wow, you abstain from fapping. So I started NoFap. In the beginning, I'd get to day 2. In the beginning, I thought I had a massive ego back then. 15-year-old version of me thought that I could quit this habit that I've been doing for years. Just overnight. So I'd get to day 2, get to day 3, boom, relapse. Now, okay, get to day 4, day 5, relapse again. And those genuinely suicidal, those dark thoughts started to creep in, bro. Thoughts of, fuck, God hates me, everybody hates me, I'm a dirty, pathetic human being. I would get the guilt, get those shitty thoughts, and guess what? That would lead me into a downward spiral. I genuinely thought I was about to die. Seriously, there were days where I was contemplating death. How crazy is that? So how do you truly go about in making progress against lust? In this video, I'm not going to give you these fucking tips and tricks. Oh, download this app blocker and edge it into your wall. Oh, but day 90 you get this and the women can smell the abstinence on you. They can smell it on you. That shit doesn't work. Okay, I think the most important thing for me has been purpose. Purpose lays out goals for you. And once you're so dialed in, once you're so focused on something, eventually in order to get to those goals, you're going to start to perform certain habits and activities that will take up your time. So that way, if you're busy enough, the thought of fapping is not going to cross your mind. Having certain tasks that keep your mind preoccupied, keep you busy. That's the most important thing. Now, I'm not going to say that having purpose is just magically going to, disintegrate your porn addiction that you've had for so long, or your battles against lust. It's not. But it will tone it down to a level where you're going to think, fuck, this is what I was missing my whole life. Purpose. Right now, you will get these horny emotions and these horny urges. Now, it's very important you control those urges. Now, what you can do, what I have done in the past is I've had purpose in my life. And of course, I've realized that I'm a very young teenage man with high testosterone and high drive and high motivation. So guess what? There are going to be days where I want to bust. So guess what? Instead of actually fapping, you replace that with the real thing, right? You go out, speak to women, Now, I'm not going to tell you to do that. That's on you. Okay, that's your own morality. If you want to go and hook up with stinky degenerate women, there's nothing I can do or say that will make you think otherwise. Okay, but what I'm saying is purpose will help you make progress against lust. You're still going to feel lustful. You're going to still have these urges. Now, what you choose to do with those urges is up to you. Whether you want to fap or whether you want to actually go and split your soul, that's a different conversation. But you're going to get these urges. You can overcome them or you can do the real thing. That's up to you, and that's for a separate video. Number 2, don't obsess over a streak. I see so many guys go wrong in this. You know what? Wait. Let's take a seat back, and let's give a round of applause to all of these NoFap videos when they first blew up, because they laid out a timeline for all of you incels. They made you think that if you got to day 90, you'd somehow magically attract all of these women instead of actually going and speaking to them. Don't edge it into your walls. The more you try to not give a shit, you'll end up giving a shit. So don't edge it into your walls. Don't obsess over a streak. Oh, day 60 of edging. Oh, day 70. Oh, day 90. No. Fuck this streak. I don't give a shit about this streak. Stop it. What's wrong with you? The whole point was for you to beat this addiction, not to fucking obsess about it like a fucking monkey. What's wrong with you? Like those fucking psychopaths. You know, some guys are genuinely just blind to women. Like they're literally invisible to women. Why? Because they're fucking creepy, bro. A girl will just be looking around and she just sees you mouth breathing, staring at her. You know, and you're the type of guy to fucking edge it into your wall and have a streak. Fuck the streak. That's not gonna help you beat your porn addiction or make progress against lust. What will truly help you is having goals, and is by improving your lifestyle, and is by being ambitious. You know, because when you truly have goals, I can't fucking teach you how to have goals. I'm sorry, I can't. I can't fucking, you have to find that for yourself. But one way you can do that is by delaying gratification and spending some time alone. By meditating, by reading, mind wandering. You know, this whole fucking world where everyone is after, oh, we have to optimize. When was the last time you just went for a walk without your phone? Let those thoughts creep in. But before every single fight, I have a 3-week camp. In those 3 weeks, it doesn't cross my mind. Sex doesn't cross my mind. Why? Because I have a goal. I have fight day in front of me. I have something to think about. When I make these videos, I wake up, I train, I script, and I edit these videos. It's almost 9. I've had 9 rounds of sparring, and I'm out here recording this video. That's goal. That's purpose for me. It doesn't cross my mind right now to, you know, watch porn or invite that girl over. Why? Because I am dedicated to my goals. Now, don't get me wrong. I have these urges. I do. But then you overcome them. Or you just be so monumentally busy that it's just mundane to you. The real test begins when you are free. You know, you're not going to be able to be busy for 24 hours. There's going to be a split second where you're going to be on your bed and you might just be lying down, and that urge is going to hit you back then. Now, what you do in this moment is the most important thing, honestly, because if you let this addiction take over you, take control of you, now it will take control every single time when it gets difficult. Right, so these are some of the ways how I've made real progress against lust. Being that horny kid who couldn't control himself to now having a sort of purpose and having goals, and this is the best my life has ever been. It's by having purpose, not obsessing over a streak, and understanding that the real test begins when you are alone, when you're alone with yourself and with your thoughts. And lastly, I want to ask you, man, how do you see it ending? You know, this is a really important question that you need to answer. How do you see it ending? If you continue to fap, or if you continue to give into lust, how do you see it ending? Do you see yourself getting to the pinnacle of your achievements by indulging in this very mundane activity? Now look, don't get me wrong, sex with the right person, with the right woman, with the right wife is, not gonna lie to you, it's fulfilling. But there's a place and time for that. We're 19 years old. We shouldn't be focusing on that. I'm not focused on that. So why the fuck should you be focused on that? You know what I mean? So how do you see it ending? Are you going to continue fapping until you're 25, when you're in your 30s, in your 40s? You know, it's, how do you see it ending? Because the answer to that question is, I don't see it ending well, man. I really don't. That's what I told myself when I was a porn addict. These are just some of the ways I've found to make progress against lust. And I wish the same for you, man. Subscribe if this video helped you. And remember, where could discipline take you? Take care. Mwah. See you, man.
Hey, I got that fire burning in me, it's just something that I'm blessed with. We rap and sing, it's easy, we them dons that you can't mess with. We play the game, it's easy. Look at them, they hate up on us, but we only breezing through. Talk to the opposition, and it's only me, I'm looking at me in the mirror.